Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters, welcome to your April 2023 Life Sector Tarot reading. So these are purely tarot. Remember, there's for your sun, your moon, and your ascendant sign. Whether you're a sun, moon, or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Now, that being said, these are purely tarot. There's no astrology, so watch it for whichever one really resonates with you the most. I am also going to say, like, I've separated this part of the Astro Tarot reading into its own video because they're already quite long. There's a lot of information in them, and quite frankly, not many people have a longer attention span than 10 minutes. So, ultimately that doesn't have good results for me or for the channel, and it also, I need to give you seemingly more bite-sized information. I'm going to be getting into that in a while. I'm probably going to upset quite a few people when I put that video out. So stay tuned for that. And I'm not going to apologize. With that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us all on our path to our highest vibrational good. So let's see what April 2023 has in store for us in terms of the different aspects of our lives. So for April, when it comes to your actions and your plans, you've got the King of Swords, you've got the Six of Cups, okay, and you've got the Four of Wands, right? This is great reconnections or re-establishing connections with people from your past. So the King of Swords, usually an air sign male, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, coupled with the Six of Swords, with the Six of Cups. This is a person from your past that you have or hold in very high regard. Somebody that you've got a lot of time, patience, energy, respect for. You've got this with the Four of Wands. So the King of Swords as well, even if it's not an air sign male, the characteristics of this person is they know their shit. This is somebody that really knows their stuff. They're very knowledgeable in a specific area or sector of their lives. This could be somebody from your childhood, potentially, or your past. Because you've got this with the Four of Wands as well, this is likely to be like a family friend, somebody that you've known for a very long time. When you meet this person or you reconnect with them, you are going to be ecstatic. It's kind of like, when you see someone that you haven't seen for years and you were like really good friends, but you lost touch because life is life and all the rest of it. Like, this could be wonderful. Like, I really do feel this could be great. Now, on a more sort of planning and action orientated energy, this suggests that some plans that you've been working on or something that you're setting into motion this month that's probably taken a lot of skill, a lot of time, a lot of effort is going to do very, very well. It may also be that you're seeding something here for the future that you have wanted to do for some time. So it's kind of like whatever you're setting into motion, it's taken a lot of your time, but a lot of your skills and efforts and knowledge. And it's like you finally managed to consolidate it into something that you kind of look at and think, you know what, it's nothing now, but this could very well be, my thing. So I'm very excited for that. For your career and communications, you have the Star card on top of the King of Swords. So it's very likely that King of Swords is going to be an Aquarius. So a fellow Aquarian. I say a fellow Aquarian because I'm an Aquarius. We're talking about Libras here, Raf. It's just me like, oh, is this for me? All right, so for your career sector, this is some future orientated goal or some kind of expansion of your goals, right? The other thing with the Star card, remember, you get a glimpse into the future. You get a little bit of what's going on now, but you get a whole lot of it when time has passed. You've got this with the Two of Cups, and you've got this with the Five of Swords, right? So potentially some tough conversations to have around the career this month. but these are path clearing conversations, right? So maybe there's a collaborator, somebody that you're going to work with. Maybe there's somebody coming in from your past that you've already worked with or collaborated with. And maybe they say to you, look, you know what, in order for us to make this happen, this is what I'm going to need from you. So whoever that King of Swords person is, the chances are they're quite tough on you, or tough in what they expect, but they could absolutely, you know, this could go very, very well. Now, outside of that, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, I love this for finding a partnership or a collaborator that doesn't always agree with you, right? The Five of Swords with the Two of Cups, that is potentially not an explosive or argumentative relationship. It could be those things, but because you've got the Star card here, this is somebody that's going to be around for a while, but it's like they give you the right challenge. You know, when you have like a friend who basically doesn't, you know, and we've all got them. As far as I'm concerned, those are your real friends, like your best friends are the ones that are like, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you go, I don't care how fancy your life becomes or whatever it is, If you're being a dick, I'm going to tell you you're a dick, right? And if you're awesome and things are good, I will tell you, right? They're going to give it to you straight. And I actually really like this. So if you're studying, whoever your group or teammates are, these are the people that you want to be attached to. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, similar kind of energy, but it may very well be, if you are employed by someone else, there might be either an opportunity or a team that's being formed within your workspace or sector. You might have to really fight to be on that team, right? So maybe they say, well, you know, we've got everybody that we need, and you say, no, my skills are going to be invaluable for this and I want in, right? So you're going to have to kick up your heels, or maybe even let out a little roar in some way. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, again, same energy. This could be that you're starting to build a team, or maybe you're starting to think longer term about what you're doing when it comes to your business and your work. And maybe you're having to really fight for something. Maybe you're having to really fight with yourself in order to kind of hand some of it over. So this is something, I can admit this, it's a shortcoming of mine. It's probably one of the reasons I haven't had as much growth in my business as many other people have. I find it really hard to hand things over because this is like my baby, man. You know, and I'm a Leo ascendant, right? And they say, like, with Cancer, it's just the family in general. You want to mess with a Cancer, mess with the family, you're going to find out. You want to mess with a Leo, mess with their children, right? That's when you're really going to find out what lions are all about. And Radiant Reality is my baby, so I find it really hard to hand stuff over to other people. Maybe this is that for me on a personal level. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this actually, I think, could be you finding a group. I've got that tap on the back of my head at the moment. It happens every so often. It's usually my nana. She's like, wait, listen, talking to you. So it's such a weird experience because I'm almost like, okay, I can see myself, so there's no one behind me. All right, for those of you that are retired, sorry to say, I have to say, this could be maybe you find a difficulty in breaking with a certain group in order to bring in a new one. So this could be like a new hobby. Maybe you start taking classes. Let's say you've always gone to the same cookery class. Maybe this time you find one that's closer to home and you leave, and it's kind of like, oh, well, you know, are we not good enough anymore? Or maybe it is that the group just isn't doing it for you anymore, so you find another one. For your heart and half, your love and relations, you've got the Ten of Cups, beautiful, with the Four of Swords, lovely, and the Death card. Okay, so there's a few ways this could show up, right? The first one, for a lot of you, you've been in this kind of weird hermit space. That looks like it's coming to an end now. For those of you that have had problems, challenges, or issues with family members, this could be the burying of a hatchet. So I like that for you. Now, for those of you that are single and looking, I mean, that Ten of Cups suggests they come from closer to home. And with the Four of Swords and the Death card, maybe I feel like this is you emerging out of out of maybe a dark night of the soul, but with a very different outlook. And so you're open to dating now, but the types of people that you're likely to be attracting are very different to anything that you've gone for previously. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I'm really sorry to say this, but this could be news of needing to attend a funeral. I don't feel like this is immediate family. I feel like this is someone that's at a distance, or maybe like an old family friend, etc. It's funny because Cancer had a similar message, so I'm intrigued by this. Now, for your money and materials, you've got the Strength card. So you've got your card. Obviously, you're a Leo, so the Strength card is you. You've got the Ace of Cups, all right, and you've got the Sun card. Wow. All right, so you want to make money this month? No problem. You just got to find the courage, the strength, and the determination to go for what your heart truly wants, especially if there is a challenge to this from the outside world. And with that Sun card, this is good money that comes in within like the first week of the month. I actually feel like this is going to be some really great news that finds you, especially when it comes to finances. For those of you, there's a select few of you I'm going to say this to as well. If you find a competition to win a holiday or some kind of travel or whatever, apply. Like, you could win it this month. You absolutely could. When it comes to your I like the full moon for this as well, the 6th of April, around that time. I really love this for some endeavor that is not a risk, maybe it's a calculated risk, but it's like you do this and you're like, I'm not really sure how it's going to go. It is a little bit of a gamble. I'm kind of out of my depth here, but I'm going to go for it. It has really good financial results and rewards. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, for those of you that are starting exercise regimes, diets, for those of you that are redoubling efforts, I love this. This is a stronger sense of health for a lot of you than maybe you have felt in a long time. So I'm really here for that. I also feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a time where you start to really work on your image this month, and where you're probably going to be really doing very well with it. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, I love this for home, right? This is good news about the home. So if you're in the process of renewing a contract for the home, maybe, your landlord says, yeah, we'd like you to stay on, or maybe you say, actually, you know what, I'd like to stay longer than 6 months. Is that possible? And it goes through. This is really good news when it comes to the home and the environment. I think this is you probably potentially feeling more settled this month, even with some of the upheaval that may potentially be going on in the background. For that, check out your Astro Tarot for the month. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes out. Take care, and I'll see you soon.